Okay, the next logical option is to sign a cheap veteran replacement. I like this better. If we're going the cheap route, you could go a quarterback in round one, but those guys aren't cheap. They're pretty expensive compared to what Cam Newton is going to make next year. Andy Dalton, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Also, those guys all need to be developed. I went through them. They don't have this. They don't have the reps, the experience in college. They're toolsy guys who are going to struggle early on. All of them, except for Trevor Lawrence, in my opinion, expert opinion, because I'm quality control. So I think a better option is you can get cheaper guys on the free agent market who are actually developed. They don't need hand-holding from you, Kyle Shanahan. They just need a better supporting cast and system, and you can offer them that. You can't offer them a better offensive line. You got to work on that this offseason. We'll talk about that another day, but you can actually offer, let's talk about the three big ones. Cam Newton, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Andy Dalton. These guys are all serviceable, arguably just as good as Jimmy Garoppolo for a fraction of the price. I don't know which one you want to go. They're all fine. Andy Dalton, he's a lot like Jimmy Garoppolo. He has way more starting experience than Jimmy Garoppolo. He's about as immobile as Jimmy Garoppolo. He's better. I would take him. You also could get Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's older, but he's a little bit more mobile than Andy Dalton. He's a good player too. And then there's Cam Newton, who played well last year when he was healthy. He got COVID. He wasn't healthy all the time. And that supporting cast in New England is just terrible. If you put Cam Newton with George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Raheem Mostert, he would look a lot better, and he'd be so cheap. So of the three options we've laid out so far, keep Jimmy Garoppolo and extend his deal, I give that 8 thumbs down. I don't want to do that. Draft a replacement and start him right away. I'm not really into that. I mean, Justin Fields, as I said, could be good in year 3. But in 2021, a year that you need to start a winning record, Kyle, who's going to be a better quarterback in 2021? Justin Fields or Cam Newton? I say Cam Newton. I don't think Justin Fields is the prospect Cam Newton was coming out of college. And I think Cam Newton, if he's healthy and on a team with playmakers and a good scheme, is a better quarterback than Justin Fields. So why trade a bunch of assets to move up for some project from Ohio State when you could just sign Cam Newton for $3 million or sign Andy Dalton for $3 million or sign Ryan Fitzpatrick for $3 million? I think this is the smart play. Instead of trying to get some cheap guy who needs to be developed, I mean, yeah, you'll have a cheap quarterback in 2021, but you won't win because he's a rookie who's not ready. Or you could get a guy who's ready to go and has been labeled a backup because he doesn't have the upside. I don't know. I think this is my favorite option of the three I've laid out so far. Sign a cheap veteran replacement, and Kyle, you be the reason that he works out. Remember when who was that guy on the Vikings who went? Case Keenum went to the NFC Championship game. You're a better coach than whatever they had in Minnesota. Can't you take a guy like Case Keenum to the NFC Championship? I mean, you took Jimmy Garoppolo to the Super Bowl. You don't even like him. I like this better. So this is my favorite option. Now let's move on.